And hello, lovely bean. Welcome on in, everybody. Today it's time for going back to a little bit more of Final Fantasy. Because why the fuck not? It's always a good time with that. Last
I
time
thought
we
you
were...
thought you said we were going back to school.
No, we're not going back to school. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh.
That's the Rodney Dangerfield movie. We're playing Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X.
Oh, is Rodney Danger in that one too?
Oh.
Rodney Dangerfield, also
Yeah.
known for his comedy career and being in Caddyshack.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Caddyshack's not as good as Happy Gilmore though.
Square Enix.
Squeamix.
Wemix.
I
Screamix.
love Squim.
Skrillex.
Wemix.
Squeenix.
I still don't get this whole main menu music that sounds like this. I kinda hate it. Alright, we are at the Meehan High Road Agency, and party had just gone ahead and slept there for the night. After journeying along the road a ways, let's go ahead and see what shenanigans we can get ourselves.
This might be the last time we can rest like this.
I've heard that the proprietor, Mr. Rin, is in Al Bhed, but I was very relieved to find that he keeps nothing sacrilegious here.
Racism! Yay!
No!
Mr. Rin's shops are all over Spira. They are quite convenient.
That's gonna be a yikes from me.
Yeah, it's a yikes. But that seems that you'll notice that is present all over the place in the, especially towards the Al Bhed, because they're a different culture and have elected to continue using machines, whereas the rest of Spira kind of hates them for it.
What a show from
Check it out.
Like cute scene.
That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle. What you up to?
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
You can once you beat Sin, right?
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out there. Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that? What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah, was it using lots of Machina or something? Oh, wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny. Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know. There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
very nice, you know.
They really made this game look good.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing else, you know?
Okay.
You can't think, that's a cute girl on the fifth seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat Sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage. The faith of the final summoning lies waiting in the far north to greet summoners that complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
In Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough. Yuna, come back inside.
You will go with us to Xanarkand?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes. I knew it couldn't be my Xanarkand, but I had to make sure.
Ebe. Oh, that's why the controller wasn't working. You're a guardian, right? This'll help. One key sphere. That's another one that I can unlock.
Pinter-sa.
Sorry?
Ah, forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in Albed.
Oh, you're in Albed.
Mm-hmm. I am Rin, owner of this establishment. Hela Dusadwi.
Huh?
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Heli do sad we to you too.
Mm-hmm. If you are interested, Albed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun. Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting. Although you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I hear Albed aren't liked much. Oh, sorry.
Deki Krisa.
Someone help! The Chocobos!
That's our cue. Let's go.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for your help. please. Use this.
Huh?
All right.
To the Chocobo Corral.
Yuck. Actually, let's see here.
So, we're to be pushed off a cliff.
All right then. I suck at the slots. I really don't like the mini games for all that.
Attack now! Push it back!
Hello, how you doing there? What up? Zabepis. Man, I suck at that.
Check it what? What's mad?
I was just trying to do one of the skills. And let's go ahead and overdrive again. And finally, Yuna. Ifrit is going to overdrive pound it into the ground.
nobody could ever compete with Ifrit.
Yeet!
Look at him. Admire the muscularity.
Wow, Ifrit's overdrive is almost nuts full again. Alright.
Do it again.
Fucking hit him where it hurt.
Yeet! Overkill. And every character participated in some way, except for Valifor.
Have you an interest in renting some chocobos? As a token of our gratitude, the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Thank you so much for saving the chocobos.
But boss was underwhelming. Then again, I basically drove it into the ground, didn't I?
You mean you overdrove it to the ground?
Yes. It was smoked.
It's enough TFT for now.
Ifrit really did not give a shit, though. X everything? Really? There's more primers on the bookshelves? If you want to sit there and be a guide. I already did check for the Albed primers. I think I've got all the ones here. Hey, come back here, I want to talk to you.
Summoners and Guardians, I saw the fight. I was impressed.
I wonder if there's anybody who's ever learned to fluently speak in Albed, just to fuck with people.
Maybe.
I mean, if you already know English, it's pretty easy, because then it's just a vocabulary thing. Or you're smart enough that you can just flip all the letters around in your head. I think that would be the harder way to learn it, though. You need to use vocabulary. I said that like a really bad impression of Guru Larry. Hi, I'm Guru Larry, and here's 5 things I've never seen before. Number 1, I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before. Not even to make this video. Number 2.
Akbar Scope really is a good choice for Lulu. Ah.
Do I see a woof in your chat?
Woof woof.
This is a Dante. As well as Wolf Dog. Worf.
York, as my friend Woofy would say. It's really confusing though because his name's Woofy, but he's not a wolf. He's like a coyote husky hybrid. His name's Woofy.
Red Armlet is actually pretty fucking nice. That many different resistances.
First is down, what do you think?
I don't think there's anything special I get from the Chocobo, riding the Chocobos, save for... I don't think I can access anything only on a Chocobo.
It is an honor, Sir Orin.
Thanks.
There are some things you can only access via Chocobos. They can jump up ledges.
Oh, they can? Then I guess maybe it might be useful. Dark attack to the face, because screw you and your gore attack.
Is that a budget Zenogre?
Call it whatever you like.
That's his budget cousin.
Why did I do that? I should have just cast a spell. Bark, 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 bark. Something. I don't know.
Bark, 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 bark.
Yep.
So the jump points are down to there, I guess. Where those are.
There's anywhere that you see chocobo feathers on the ground is where a chocobo can jump up to an area you can't get to.
Bomb.
Lantern oil? Bombs? You want them?
Yes.
They're yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies.
Come back when you're more richer.
Overkill! Huh, I don't know. Oh, I got self-destruct from it. I don't think I want to use that at any time, though.
Fun fact about the animations from those Snake Eyes Zelda games, or at least Faces of Evil and what was the other one? The one?
Yeah?
Yeah.
The animation was outsourced to a company that does in-betweens. Except there was no frames. They were not in-betweening. They animated the whole thing, and that's why it looks so weird. Is they were used to drawing in-betweens.
Oh, as in they filled in animations where people would send them all the keyframes and then they'd do it from there.
Exactly.
So that's why it looks kind of fucking surreal.
Yeah, it's because they were used to working with keyframes, but they were just given, like, basic sketches.
That's kind of why I'm willing to assume that a lot of them actually kind of enjoyed the experience, even though the whole thing itself was kind of crap.
Well, let's be honest, it mostly became a meme. It kinda is a meme. Oh, a heat lance. Yeah, weapons are just a customization tool in this game, aren't they?
They have, basically slots that you can put abilities into.
Oh.
Choke a Rhinobo.
Oh.
I'll admit I
only have
my favorite Chocobo theme in the series.
I don't know how you could have had 8 or 9 primers at this point, because I can't. Oh well. It just goes boop.
Bloop.
Oh, Chocobos are so cute.
Quit.
Morgans doesn't agree that the chubby one's adorable.
It just looks like morbid obesity to me. I really can't see it as anything other than that.
You know how I have a Moogle Sona?
But
His best friend is a Chocobo Sona. Named Quincy Quintquest. 3 names that contain the syllable quest.
oh, there's an Albed primer.
Thank you
That's
so
how it
much
sounds.
for your words yesterday.
A safe journey.
Chocobos and Moogles are the best things about Final Fantasy. They're adorable.
So this is the high road. I guess that's the low road down there. The Mihen low road.
You get pushed down there if you lose the fight against the Chocobo Eater.
And then you don't get chocobos.
You still get them, but you don't get them for free. I have failed that fight before, and I just couldn't be bothered reloading, and I just kept going, and yeah, you still get Chocobos.
I admit I was grinding on Mihen High Road off stream, and I had pretty much everyone's overdrive meter filled, so I just went fucking ham.
mean, this game does require a little bit of grinding to get a couple spheres.
What are you
but
doing on this road?
once you're a bit ahead of the
you know.
curve, you never really have to
I
grind
see.
again.
The high road ends over there. However, we have sealed off the area beyond for the duration of our operation here. You may ask the gate captain up ahead if you need to pass through.
Hello.
Hello, who? It's a Freyer.
Freyor.
Whoa. I know I'm supposed to be able to get up there, I think. At least I think I should be able to.
Coming down to the old road was a mistake. You can't run a business with no customers. Say, can I interest you in something?
What was the biggest benefit of helping Owaka? Discounts later, I guess? Oh,
I think they sell some really good shit.
Also,
It's an impact now.
also, are the max number of spheres 99? Because I got 99 power spheres. I was thinking of selling some of them. Not that I'm getting much gil for it.
I can't find if there's a maximum number.
Oh well.
Ability
Sure,
spheres are
no.
something you're gonna need to grind when you find enemies that can drop those.
Oh yeah,
Welcome
well,
to
I've already
the
started
office.
getting ability spheres using the extract ability skill from Owaka.
Spare some change, lad? Make it up to you, Dad.
Mars Crest. What is that?
Okay. If you, over the course of him showing up, lend him over 10,000 gil, you get a 30% discount. Otherwise, he's twice the price as other people.
Well, I
It's
just
a
gave
scaling though.
I just gave him like 5,000 right now.
So if you give him 5,000 the next time you see him,
And I think he can also sell some items that other places do, but at a ridiculous discount, like the weapons and stuff.
yeah, he sells everything at a 100% increase, but past 10,000 gil, he gives a 30% discount, which is really good.
So already being that progressed with his thing already is probably a like holy shit.
Yeah, it's an investment for later in the game, because later on you're going to make way more than that in savings on items.
Which means I can use more of that money for bullshit with Yojimbo, can't I? Because yes,
Oh,
I know
Yojimbo,
how that
aka
works.
The I win button.
Yes, I know how that works. Granted,
Yojimbo and Magus Sisters really break the game.
yeah, because it's a triple Aeon, and one of them basically just has instant death. I think I've gotten everything on the high road. Is there anything else I might be missing? Can't see any other chocobo feathers on the road. There was that one. Oh, no further. Well, onward. I think we have another boss soon, don't we?
Oh, shit, those are so cute.
Yeet, 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 yeet,
How many times do I have to tell you I'm a summoner?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
Now you get to do the mushroom.
You dare impede a summoner's pilgrimage?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
Useless.
Gee, Captain Lucille and Elma should have been here by now. You have to leave your chocobos here. Come on, everyone off!
Beppis, Rayer.
Not you.
You are the blep.
There we
That is a weird looking thing you sent me, Grints.
Somebody walking on digilegs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be able to tell
what.
what.
Try this.
I'm starting to be able to tell which computer, which trackball I'm using, and which computer I'm controlling just by the feel of the trackballs.
You're feeling the balls.
Are you saying you have 2 balls?
Fondle the trackball.
What?
Lorgans has become adept at feeling his balls.
You use trackball mice? Or ball mice?
Yes, I use trackballs.
Oh.
It's this weird little block that just tracks balls. And you just roll them around with your fingers.
Please calm down.
Lorgans just likes rolling him around with his fingers.
Lorgans likes balls?
I mean, yes, a lot.
Playing with them is fun.
He has a preference for them. I mean, if we're playing a computer game, he's definitely playing with one of them.
Okay.
Balls.
What are you talking about? Stop touching your balls!
Touch all the balls.
No.
Yes.
You too, man.
Still yours. Wait, no, Rare, I didn't know that you had trackballs.
Well, he certainly would keep track of them.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about trackball mice. What were you talking about?
Both.
Ah, you basketballs.
Haha! Deadly bots.
We don't talk about those here.
Prayers are like the opening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Deep and dark and hidden.
Okay, calm down.
It's but from the start of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's talking about the clouds being dark and humorous.
Oh, here's the thing, Hawthorne.
What?
Well, welcome to Horny Street.
What? What? Are you telling me I'm surrounded by horny furries?
Well, how long did it take you to figure that one out, genius?
Don't condescend to me, you motherfucker.
Calm down, Oedipus.
That's a good one.
I feel so sorry for him if he was a real person, because forever he'll have a complex named after him that has very little to do with what he did in the story.
Oh, that's what happens when you sleep with someone you're not supposed to.
It has a lot to do with what he did in the story, but yeah.
Wait, the complex is somebody who intentionally wants to do that. Oedipus did not want to do that at all and attempted to avoid it, and destiny intervened, and by him attempting to avoid the future, stumbled into it accidentally.
But he did want to kill his father.
He didn't want to knowingly. He didn't, like, know it was his dad when he met him on the road to Thebes.
Let's just say that mythology is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
This is true, very much so. Yes, absolutely.
The moral of the story is when an oracle tells you that that something bad is going to happen, the best thing you can do is brace for the consequences.
Yeah.
Another case of this is, there was an oracle at Troy during the Trojan War, and she had this thing of always being right, except nobody would listen to her because she's a girl. And she got kidnapped by Agamemnon, who took her home as a concubine, and then she turned to Agamemnon and said, "Your wife is gonna fucking kill us." And he said, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." Guess what happened?
What are you talking about? My wife loves me.
My wife loves me, especially after I sacrificed our daughter to the gods, said Agamemnon. But have I ever told you of the tragedy of Darth the Wise?
Yes.
Really?
Hey, when I talked about the story of Tantalus the other day, I felt like the Emperor telling you about Darth Plagueis.
Also, a fun thing, guys. I ended up getting a lot of more testing with the gaming setup on Linux, and I've got some fun things we're gonna play on that computer. Like Brutal Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein?
Yeah, because you know it's never a bad day to blow up a Nazi.
Out of my way!
Yuna is kind of meh till she gets other stuff, isn't she?
Yuna can actually be an incredible mage.
Yeah.
I would not believe, like, she can be a black mage, just like Lulu.
But she needs to get that unlocked, and I really want that unlocked.
It's really useful because even though she can't multicast, she makes up for it by being able to use so many different things without having to swap out.
Granted, you probably want to swap out in some cases, too.
Yeah, but it also makes a redundancy for Lulu that if there's a battle where magic is really useful, you can have both of them.
And then you have just Titus go ahead and haste both of them and laugh the whole time.
Exactly. This game, you can build your party in any way that you want to handle any kind of situations. Like, again, Kamari, you can send down Titus's route, and he gets a lot of benefits from it. Same with going down Riku's route.
Titus is a utility mage, basically, I found.
This is a fast attacking utility mage. He does get decent physical stats. He's like a red mage who uses utility magic instead of like white and black magic, but he's fast, he's a little bit tankier than some other characters. He does decent damage, but he's also got magic. He's kind of like all over the place.
He's your all-around hero character.
I like it when hero characters are healers.
Yeah, like the Dragon Quest ones typically are. They typically heal and do utility.
And they're the only ones that get lightning spell.
Ironically enough, one of my favorite Tales protagonists was in my least favorite Tales game. Because he's a healer. Tales of Zillia. Jude.
Is that the guy who had the boots and the sword? I forgot what he was actually called.
No, he uses kicks only. He's like Regal. And he has healing magic. So that's in Tales. I do not recommend that game, by the way. It's really fan-servicey, the plot's really shallow, and there's...
Okay, by the way, since the Tales games are on sale, what are some of the ones that would be worth picking up that aren't just weeb weeb weeb, weeb 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 weeb?
Tales of the Abyss.
Okay.
Tales of Symphonia is pretty good. I don't like that you can't free run in it. It treats the game as... It treats your movement as if you're stuck on a 2D plane until you swap targets.
And what about Bersaria?
Bersaria is pretty good. I would avoid Tales of Zillia, Tales of Zillia 2, and Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Graces is pretty weedy, but it's got decent gameplay, and the story's okay.
Like, the thing is, a little bit of weeb is okay, but it seems like it just gets a little bit stupid.
I'd say Bersaria is a pretty weedy.
By the way,
it's got better gameplay than a lot of the previous games.
what is the biggest advantage of Overton? Does it actually do something, like, get things to drop better?
I don't know, I think it might affect the XP you gain, but I'm not 100% sure.
Also, how can you heal Aeons outside of the save sphere? I'm basically just trying to get Yuna ground up a little bit beforehand.
By the way, the other game...
Be strong!
In the franchise I'd recommend, in terms of having very good gameplay, is Tales of Zestiria.
By the way,
It's better when they still had overlords.
I did pick up the Persona 4.
Nice.
Highly recommended.
I kind of want to pick up Persona 3 at some point, just so I can play the modded version.
What does the mod do?
It makes it so you can control your teammates.
Oh, right, that mod.
Oh god, I just saw a friend's profile picture pop up because I'm in Steam Big Picture, technically. And oh my god, Snake Wildlife's picture is fucking...
Oh, you have Snake?
I haven't talked to him in a long while, mostly because I kind of feel bad about poking at him because I know it hurts his...
Yeah, I've hung out with him a little bit before. He was really nice, but
And he's always
I
been
haven't
nice.
talked to him in years.
I remember hung out with him on SL all the time.
Didn't anyone suggest him like a speech recognition thing so he didn't have to type?
Remember. But as
there's...
but yeah, he's a sweet guy from what I remember.
Well, I was just gonna say, because like there's Zoom text and there's what is it? There's Zoom text and there's Dragon.
Targets.
Yes.
Boop.
Eep. Oh.
Beep the sneak.
I do know that if I go through the trouble of getting Yojimbo, I need to make sure I do not let him get knocked out repeatedly.
Why is that?
Because he has a hidden stat. He has a hidden stat that affects his chances of doing his better ability. And getting knocked out or paying him 0 and causing him to dismiss himself by that means is one of the ways that he gets that reduced. I hate these bomb trios it keeps throwing at me. There we go. When do you start getting the other overdrive types, though? Or are there just conditions I'm missing?
It's been a while since I played this game.
That I don't know.
Okay, where does Yuna get a branch off to Lulu? Apparently nowhere near soon enough for my liking. Yeah, I guess she can't get that stuff until later then, can she? Like, far fucking later. Yeah. She can't get over there for a while. Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. Fuck.
Is what it is.
Like, there's nothing that can get her branched over there until, like, E level 2. Yuck.
I
delay attack. Having 11 ability spheres right now is handy as fuck. There we go, we got those. Imari become extra black mage now.
He's gonna use the horn for something.
Oh, I thought that would be more tied to summoning. I guess Kamari's like can be combining a blue mage with a red mage. You get beefy. And here's a Lulu. Ha 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 ha. Oh yes. He's getting to tons. If I can get her just one more level, then well, 2 more levels, I can unlock the rest of the line. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna get that done. Then we'll be good. Because Lulu needs that shit. Except I hate the things that it keeps throwing at me.
Shield us from fiery fury.
No, I should have just been using Null Blaze on those bomb groups. That would have been a good idea. I could have been smart like that. But nope. Hello, Darius. What up?
Hi, Darius.
It's a flapper.
Hi, Darius.
I know many Darius.
You know, Darii.
From Derriere.
Derrieres?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeet.
I'm on a roll.
I don't think he'd fit on a dinner roll. Just need 2 sphere levels for her before this next thing, because I just know there's a boss fight around the corner. Something tells me. Let's see how much overkill this does, Fira.
Right.
1700! Oh my lord, that's funny. Frackin' hilarious! Bebis. Why just kill when you can overkill?
Enough.
That's
how it's done.
Morgans, don't you know that people die if they are killed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Lulu on crack. Tasting Lulu is always fun. Because then it gets stupid. Magic. Thunder.
All right.
Move your lips, motherfucker. Taste the Lulu. And then Null Blaze. Pepper Sprayer. And then Black Magic. Black Magic.
Magic.
Whack with stick. This completely trivializes the bomb fights almost.
Lend us.
That was... I don't know why that makes me giggle. One more level for Lulu, and then we have all the spells. Just a moment. Spook the snoot. You know, I think I'm probably going to absolutely trash the Macalania boss. Macarena. Hey, Macarena.
Sabrina.
Overkill.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Probably 3, maybe 4 battles, I think, and then we got it. Oh, it only blocks it once. Okay, then. That's why it's so cheap. Dead. Oh, butter is very good for cooking. So butter is good. Wait, Lulu's not getting any more AP? Have I basically outdone this area? Huh? But I want another spell. I know she did. Huh? Well, maybe she did. Just grinding, that's all. Oh, let's see if she got some that time. Yeah, she did. Just a little bit more. There's no guy from Kingdom Hearts, only people that were later used in Kingdom Hearts games. Kingdom Hearts is not the origin of any of the Final Fantasy characters. Pepis. Overkill! Oh shit. It be dead.
Be quiet.
And kaboom. Just one more battle for Lulu. I don't think I've unlocked the abilities necessarily before with her. I used to rush through these kind of games way too much.
Oh yeah.
And not do any grinding. Which probably ended up getting me screwed more often than not. Alright, sphere grid, Lulu. Move. Go, yes. Fire. Alright, time to go to the next thing.
The Mushroom Rock Road is off limits to non-Crusader persons.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, not even summoners can pass. But they'll call on us in the end. Just wait and see. In the meantime, I think I'll have a nap. Oh, Bartello.
Someone's getting fucked.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
See, I didn't pick up on that when I first played this game.
Yep.
Gata and Luzu reporting, sir.
This is the last of them.
Good to have you with us. Go on through.
Show me how to play Blitz sometime.
Wait around. We'll have Sin beaten in no time.
Foolhardy.
I'm sorry, I can't let you... Hey, you're a summoner, and her guardians, right? Sorry for the inconvenience. What, they didn't tell you? We're bringing Sin Spawn from all over Spira here. Sin Spawn inevitably draws Sin, right? We're going to lure it into a trap.
That ain't gonna work.
Any donation toward Operation Meehan would be greatly appreciated.
I doubt that's actually gonna do anything, but let's look it up. Alright, so nothing worth doing. Hey, Krug, what up?
Many thanks. This...
So, we meet again, Lady Yuna.
Yes?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can do?
Well...
I see.
Maester Seymour, let me show you to the command center.
Hold. I have a request.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to have Summoner Yuna and her guardians let through to the command center.
First name Seymour, last name Butts.
But...
First name
Maester
Seymour, last name
Maester Seymour,
Butt.
sir.
Do not worry. I will take full responsibility.
Gladly.
Very well, they may pass.
Whoa.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Your Grace.
Yuna, it's time to go.
Oh.
Who does he think he is?
He's a maester. Better get used to it, yeah?
Until he doesn't have much exposure to politicians, does he? Onward we get.
All hail, Maester Seymour.
And then you take.
Brave crusaders of Spira, protectors of all Spira. Believe in the path you have chosen. Let faith be your strength. I, Seymour Guado, Maester of Yevon, will bear witness to your deeds today.
Sir! What's going on? Why is Maester Seymour backing the Crusaders, eh? They're using Albed's Machina. They're violating the teachings.
Even going against the teachings, they're willing to risk it for the greater good. Waka, I think Maester Seymour sees that too.
Lulu!
I can only speculate.
Ask him yourself.
Ah, Sir Oran. It is an honor. I would be most interested in hearing what you've been doing these past 10 years.
I've got nothing to say about it.
I see. Sir Oran must be a great asset as a guardian.
Your Grace!
Please, there's no need for formalities.
Excuse me. Maester Seymour, why is your lordship present here, sir?
Hello, Tanky.
Please, speak as you normally would.
How's it going? I spy Raiders.
Isn't this operation against the teachings of Yevon? Aren't you gonna stop them?
Oh.
It's true.
But we don't have a lost ark here.
However, both the Crusaders and the Albed truly wish peace for Spira.
Well, come on in, guys.
This Operation Mihen.
How is it going? Yep, it's a pretty good one, isn't it? We're going to be playing through it for a while, I imagine. So, what were you guys up to? Could I give a shout out for them?
On it, boss.
Good Foxer. I see Lexi. Candy. Oop, the snoots. Yes, Hayden. Hello, coyotes.
There you go, boys.
You're playing 13. I heard it's Hallway Simulator, but I've never played it myself. So how does that, how do you think it holds up? It's extremely Hallway Simulator. So I guess that's right on the nose then. Right on the snoot. Well, to those new here, I'm Lorgans. I tend to do retro games, some MMOs, and I want to get back into VR. I keep saying I stream VR, but I don't usually because I'm lazy. But yeah, we do all sorts of shenanigans here. Like yesterday, we were messing around trying to get games to run on Linux just for the hell of it, and that was pretty fun. Always extreme. Hey, as long as you can get some joy out of it, that's what matters.
I gotta go get ready for work.
Alright, you have a lovely day, Freyr. Be safe. Try not to be too horny at work.
Depends on what happens.
Was born from that wish they share. Although it may be sacrilege to Yevon, their intentions are pure. And I, Seymour Guado, the person, not the Maester of Yevon, as a denizen of Spira, I wish them well in their endeavor.
But using Machina, that's bad, isn't it?
Hello! Yet more raiders. Welcome in, Rumon Grey. How you doing?
Is that Kenpai?
Huh?
Is that the Kenpai?
It's Rumon. I don't know what you mean by Kenpai.
Yeah.
Kenpai.
That's another name that he goes by.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. I don't know everyone's nicknames, I'm afraid. But welcome on in all the same, guys. Can we get another shout out to Fox? Here, replicant version, blah 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 blah. Okay. Here game. They heard the guy. Huh?
I don't know why.
That's
I don't know
funny.
why Near Replicant's named the way it is.
It's kind of silly, isn't it? That's pretty
Yeah,
funny,
it doesn't
Rumon.
make sense.
Well, I'm happy to welcome you here either way, Rumon. Even if it was just because you were trying to follow him. I'm always happy to have more people coming here to hang out with us. So, welcome on in. Make thyself comfortable. You're playing Final Fantasy X!
Yay!
Because I like playing lots of old games, because I feel like new games are usually crap. Unless they're indie games. Indie games are usually still pretty good. Then again, it's because I usually feel I'm getting my money's worth at that point.
Pretend you didn't see them.
Beg your pardon, but that's not something a maester should say.
Then pretend I didn't say it.
You're kidding.
From the first time I laid eyes on him, I never did like Seymour. But you know, some of the things he said that day, they made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, it kind of does suck realizing that some of your favorite franchises are ancient. Like, a lot of my favorite games came out, like Commander Keen came out around the time I was born. And were already a good couple years old by the time I played them. He has that Final Fantasy hair syndrome. Now, here's the thing. Remember, I'm quite sure that not everyone here has played the game. So, try to avoid spoilers, everybody, okay?
Do not make any assumptions about the giant-haired man.
Granted, we all know giant hair tends to have a Final Fantasy tradition. We'll leave it at that. Take full precautions. Please use this if need arises. potion. Oh, well, hello. I see something rather viscous.
Ew.
I need more magic. More magic. I cast it on the wrong enemy. I'm a potato. Okay, I need water on that flan. Water.
Go with the flow.
I actually like it. For the most part. But I can understand why it might not be to everybody's taste.
I foresee no difficulty.
Lazara!
Let me break the ice.
Overkill! Why underkill when you can overkill?
Why overkill when you can ultra kill?
Why super combo when you can mega combo?
What about wombo combo?
That's a book for
Excuse
Dungeons
me,
and
Lady
Dragons.
Summoner Yuna?
Yes.
The command center. Maester Seymour
I
requests your
love
presence
Wombo's
there,
mega
ma'am.
combo.
Thank you.
Take that road to the command
The
center.
new texture
It's not
work
far.
is absolutely stunning.
We're
though.
still in the midst of preparations
Still tell
this
the
way.
models are pretty
Sorry.
old. But the texturing just really takes it up a notch. I don't know, is there any point to lowering enemy luck?
Stops him from critical hitting you, I guess?
Don't look so shocked.
Bring it on!
Alright, time to just hammer them into oblivion now. Telegram went doo-doo? I think you can at some point upgrade your ions, but I've forgotten when that happens.
Be strong.
Alright. Built up his overdrive again. What does Grand Summon do? Just summon a Aeon with overdrive?
Good
It's been a long time since I played this.
Sneak past the guards.
I don't think I have Ice Strike. Ice Brand. So if I have both Aeons full, it's not gonna fucking matter. Okay then.
Be making a fortune with a... But you, lad, you get a discount. I heard.
Okay.
Mr. Ultima, I found that some of the tracks I really liked more on the arranged. I actually like the battle theme more on the arranged, but some of the boss themes I wasn't as into in the arranged versions. Like the battle against person who is a villain who is very integral to the story.
Just say Makalania, boss.
Yeah. Boss that you fight on the cliffside. Yeah, that boss. Boss you fight in the final dungeon who isn't the final boss. That's where I think that plays. Yeah, that theme I prefer to mention. Also, boss you fight who is a fake out final boss.
We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the command center.
I would, but I get ambushed every 5 steps. Well, that's annoying. Yeah.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Thousand gil. Yeah, thanks, but potions are garbage. I managed to score a point. Honestly, it's stacked against you in that one.
Enough.
I've never been much of a fan of the blitzball thing. I'm impressed at how much time and effort they put into it, but it's really not for me. Who like blitzball. That's what it's for. Meaning I don't fucking know. I think that qualifies you for the no life prize there, dude. Because I could not do that to myself.
That's how it's done.
I did have the Jack shot though, which kind of helped. It does, but I think it's kind of dumb that it kind of throws you a no-win scenario for the first one you get to play, though. Well, almost no-win. You can win it, it's just painful. Sounds like a mess, dude.
The presence of a maester and a summoner is great for the... myself included.
Oh yeah!
There we go. That's good.
Sorry, maybe next time. Ha!
Who knows? Maybe. Let's be honest. Kids are assholes.
Please.
Yep.
I was an asshole. The neighbor was an asshole. All of them are. All kids are assholes from what I've run into. Oh, that's just wrong. Just because you're older? I know why the neighbors didn't want me hanging out with their kids. It's because I let them play Final Fantasy, and that would give them dangerous thoughts. It was this game, exactly. I let them borrow it. The kid was forced to return it. Both the kids were forced to return it, and they were told they weren't allowed to talk to me again.
Yeah, let me guess, it was because it's like, oh, you use witchcraft and magic.
Well, it's because anti-religion in this game. You can't play a Final Fantasy game and think it has a positive light on religion. You just can't. It's simply not done. The face on that thing's crotch blinked.
Ew.
In the end, I wasn't able to stop them, as you can see. But seeing their fierce determination, I couldn't just sit there. So I decided that I would do everything in my power to help them.
It's Angie Boy time. Bye-bye! Eat us, delete us! Oh yeah, except for that thing. And it just healed me. Again. And again. 3 times in a row. Wow. You must be stupid! This is stupid. High potion. All dead.
Lady Summoner, what are you doing here?
Actually, no, wait. I heard that if you do the summon and then with Grand Summon, it preserves the earlier overdrive status, I think. Not sure, but I think that's how it was. Stupid fungus.
What's the name of the ability?
Grand Summon.
It allows Yuna to immediately summon an Aeon into battle with a full overdrive bar, allowing you to instantly use their most powerful abilities. Yojimbo is the only exception. But summoning with a full overdrive gauge increases the chance you will use in battle.
Which is the I win button. Garuda. You know, every time I look at Waka, it always looks like he's constantly rubbing his nose. course, there's always these beefcake enemies that just don't do much except have high damage and high health. No special weaknesses or anything. Bright shield. What's that do? Dark Ward. Huh. Here. Just checking some things.
Alright, alright.
Alright, so whatever I do with this thing, I probably just want to overkill it. Oh. Oh, that leads down. I'm an idiot. Wait, oh, I do want to go that way. There was goodies down there. And just let E3 go to town on them because he don't care. Because they just cast fire. Those things are ugly. Die, 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 die. There we go. Down it goes! Mean amulet. Huh. That was definitely something I could have missed. There's an Al Bhed primer around this corner, apparently. Take him out. Walk for Lulu. Fucking overkill. Bingo. Ember. Lizard. Lulu, his own earned overdrive comrade.
you covered. Ha!
Excellent.
Lem. Controller go burr. Oh, come on, I'm on the fucking doorstep. Comrade probably will get her more overdrive. Because then it's 2 out of 3. Unless it's left. Be right back.
Why only you, sir? I want to fight too.
Orders are orders.
I'm not a cadet anymore, sir. Let me go with you and I'll prove it to them.
Guarding the command center is important too, you know.
But I came all the way from Besaid to fight Sin, sir.
I know, but an order's an order. To
Hello,
your post,
Cyrus.
Crusader.
But, sir!
They let you through, huh?
Gata deserves better.
At least there's no chance he'll get hurt. Why are you guys fighting anyway? Aren't the almighty Al-Bed Machina enough?
They still need some time to get them ready. Our job is to keep Sin at bay till they're done. Waka. I might not get another chance to say this. It's about your brother.
Luzu, no!
What?
I'm the one who convinced him to enlist. I'm sorry.
Waka! That's enough, Waka!
When we used to play Blitz together, Chapu used to say... He say that when we won the cup, yeah, he proposed to Lulu.
So you guys got any
Then
other
one day,
plans
he
for the
goes
day,
off
or
and
were you
becomes a
just
crusader, just like that.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Chapu also said to me that being with your girl is good. But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
Lou, you knew?
Luzu told me before we left.
She hit me too.
All Crusaders in the Vanguard are to assemble on the beach.
That's my cue.
Luzu, don't die out there.
So you can hit me more?
Lots more.
Suluzu, please! Please don't go!
I have to, Yuna.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
It would be a long time before I ever really understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
Alright, let's go ahead and do our level ups real quick. By the way, Hawthorne, it's fine. I'm not annoyed or anything.
Pardon?
Just letting you know that there was a cutscene going on.
I didn't know because we were like quiet for a while. I'm like, what?
We
And I
plan later,
remembered.
by the way, on the question. I'm gonna be going to bed in a little bit. In like an hour or two.
Gonna
When I wake
sleep.
up. It's a Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Friday, so I don't have any plans, because I used to play Magic on Fridays, but we swapped to webcam and Discord and all of that, and I don't have a good play space to play over Discord, so I do Fridays to myself.
Oh, okay.
I mean, tonight if you want, maybe we could, I don't know, I could see if I can plan out a session for you.
Sure.
Yeah. It'd be like RP unless you want some like light combat or something.
Yeah, it does kind of hit hard, Tenki and Naru.
I think Lorgans also still has to do his character sheet.
Well, keep in mind, I work tonight.
Yeah, exactly. He has Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays off.
And then let's move her. So yeah, Yuna is not a pacifist.
Are you saying she's prone to pacifist?
Oh, I'm sure she'll slam a fist into someone's face if they deserve it. Nah, she's not that kind of a... And let's save now that we've done that. Hey, Kiba! How are you?
Yeah, Kibaru is very cute.
It's the lovely Fennec.
I didn't know that. Ooh.
Yes, they are adorable. Despite how much they protest every single time.
I mean, to be fair, who doesn't protest being called cute?
I don't.
Aside from you.
I don't give a shit. Delightful Fen. Those aren't exactly complex cannons. At least they don't look like them.
Curses. Ow! Ugh.
He really hates them, huh?
Chapu. He left the sword Waka gave him in Besaid. And he fought with an Albed Machina weapon instead.
That's got nothing to do with it. I just hate these sacrilegious contraptions.
Well, Kiba, it's not a bad thing to recap old machines like that. What you're really looking for is leakage and any of them that have swollen. That's the key thing to look for. Ah, hello, Helios. How are you? That's not. Open it. Only partially alive.
It won't work anyway.
Don't say that.
Hmm.
It might be a hopeless campaign, and it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Al Bhed, they're doing their best to defeat sin. They want to rid Spira of sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right, all right. But I still think Machina are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Yeah, just not the reason you think.
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Keenock is also there.
Maester Keenock too?
Yes. Please, hurry, my lady.
No matter what. Cannons at no charge. Don't get me wrong, no Al Bhed lovers, but I've got little respect for them now. These cannons have good range. Will give Sin a shower it won't soon forget.
Monopoly's a great thing. Things are selling no matter what the price. Oops, sorry.
Nope, those are cannons.
Welcome.
Goofball.
Welcome.
And saving.
Yeah.
The operation will begin. Please check all your...
You alright?
Of course not. I came here to fight Sin. But they stick me here.
If you want to prove yourself.
Huh?
First, you must complete the tasks you are given.
RN is correct on that. Moment, be right back. Alright. Back with Snack.
Yay.
And now, continue. Going up.
Oh. I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Oren. 10 years, is it?
That's when Keenock, one of the four maesters of Yevon, He leads the warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
Good. Dismissed.
Sir!
Tell me, Orin, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work. You know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
What?
Lord Keenock.
Oh, yes. Proceed.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Orin. A lot has happened the last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
I kinda think we don't belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Albed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe. Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
I found a goodie.
Ooh, what's that?
Just a treasure.
I'm a little nervous.
Anything could happen. Make sure you're ready for combat.
Go to Yuna.
I'm a little nervous.
Are you ready? Please hurry.
With them here, it's like Yevon authorizes this whole operation.
Are you ready? Please. Are you... Maester Keenock, please.
Here we go.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jekt.
Oh yeah.
Those arms are in the way.
Oh yeah.
Ow!
What's the matter?
Just got hit by that. With an ouchie.
It's going to attack. Aim for the head.
Yeah.
This thing is annoying. Waka got bitch slapped. Have at it, burb. We're gonna have a double overdrive.
Maximum overdrive. Yeah.
Nope, it knocked it out first. God damn it. I wonder why that thing had so much abuse of the action economy right there. Wow. Watching Aaron move like that is funny. Okay.
Huh? Fashion.
What about fashion?
This is Fashion Soul. Okay. This is a lot of. I'll show you when you're done.
Okay.
Rolls of fashion.
Yeah.
I had some pretty good Bastion Souls back when I used to do competitive. Back when I used to do the arena non-stop.
Yeah!
Ow! You cunt! It smacked. It smacked. And... Yuna. Light magic. Life. Ow! Piece of shit. Alright, here we go. Just what do you expect to do mounted on that chocobo, lady?
Look out!
Obliterated.
Stand back, Lady Yuna.
Yes.
Hey, look! It's an idiot. Yeah. Alright, and I'm just gonna have to ban it myself. Oh, done.
No, I'm here. Could got me.
Well, I said something.
I did not hear.
Silly potato box.
I think maybe I was cutting out a bit.
Da-da-da-da.
Sally. Golly for whoa.
Man, it just likes to fuck your Aeons with the action economy, doesn't it? Yeet! Overdrive! Yeet!
You're
overkilled. Exactly what I wanted. Good God. Six level 1 key spheres from overkilling it.
The others!
Not much he can do when that thing technically destroyed the most technologically advanced city of the time. I'm not sure why it does that, Helios. I think it was basically just to have an extra thing, but Seymour kind of trivializes that fight at that point. Painless death.
What's going on? Why? What's going on?
Right, Zero.
Don't you run away from me!
Oh.
Everyone, stand back! I'll summon!
You won't hurt it. Your powers are still too weak.
But I must do something.
You can't.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day. Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
What?
They say you don't practice anymore, that you're gonna retire.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I want.
Then do it now.
What did you say?
You just said you can.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow? There he goes again, crying.
I thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind. How many died today? People die and Yuna dances. When will she stop dancing? When will it stop? Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone. Those were my thoughts then, I think.
I see you're still here.
Huh?
Many stories ended here today. But yours goes on, I see.
What? Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
You were in contact with Sin again. The toxin. Are you okay? Yuna was worried about you.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence. Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow. But you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until Sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Are you afraid? Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength, as Yuna Leska had her Lord Zeon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
You can't ignore the teachings. You can't ignore...
Half the frontline soldiers perished. The battalion was annihilated too. Crusaders will never rise again.
Blue-haired man makes me unsettled.
Won't even let you interact with Kamari at all.
Rest while you can. We leave soon. Rest while you...
Sin is Jekt.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is Jekt. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
Sorry about that.
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jekt will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway?
He delivered my food to the side door.
I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
It was noisy.
Sorry about that. I don't know why it unmuted.
Get bonked. There. Now Yuna's got more health. I don't think Orin has any level 1 doors to open yet. Okay, no, that's good. MP and ability. Leap attack. There we go. So, I guess I'm going to be spamming haste on him so he can attack more and more and more. Be right back. If Sony ever actually remakes Legend of Dragoon, I'd probably play it. At least if it's an RPG. And not some stupid thing like they keep doing with all these action-adventure games.
You mean like what they do with 7? Is that what?
Yeah, I didn't like
Is that
that.
what you're saying?
I want the graphics and story of 7 Remake, but I want the old combat system. That's what I want.
I'd audition for Dart, or maybe Bartog.
Bartog?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Bartog?
I thought that was his name, wasn't it?
What character are you even referring to?
Big boy uses hammer. He's
Don't-
the, Earth
You mean the
Dragoon.
axe?
Yeah.
That's Kongo.
Yeah. What do you have Bartog? I don't know. Whatever.
Lepus.
His name's not Kongo, it's Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, I still have a clip of that. Ungly!
I wanna...
Just fucking Kool-Aid Man!
I want to, crap. If not, it would be Lavitz or the Prince.
Prince Albert?
Yep.
I made a bundle with... But the way it turned out, they deserved a better deal.
Yeah, here's in the can.
I guess the summoners are our only hope.
I'll tell you one thing, though.
Promise?
Yeah. I haven't played through all
Hey,
of the
cutscene.
Dragoon.
Hurry up.
She's awfully cheerful.
In dark times, she must be. She must shine bright.
Huh?
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
Don't worry, be happy.
Kimari try too.
Smile, let me see.
He's trying.
Sad.
He tried. He probably doesn't talk much because it might be a different language he's used to speaking. Yep, now he talks. He doesn't make much effort on it unless he feels it's worth it.
Is he the Berserker party member?
He's the blue mage.
Oh, my favorite. Does he eat his enemies?
No, that's only Final Fantasy IX, which I might eventually play. But I have to test it anyway. Basically, my mate worked out a deal with King Crash Panda for that. We've
So
been
at the moment,
excommunicated after all. They might throw us out. Oh, I almost forgot. Hems that petrify humans. Wear this. It should help.
So, is he not really useful at the moment as a blue mage? Because there's not a lot of enemies that have unique...
They give him a new
skill
overdrive.
Oh.
Yep.
That's it?
Pretty much.
He gives him a list of abilities from enemies?
He has to use Lancet on them.
Kimari can go into anybody else's lines super easily. He's versatile. He can do any job. He's basically a red mage and a blue mage.
So, when do I get the option to affect multiple enemies with one black magic cast?
I don't...
P.
That's when you get the all material. So...
I didn't hear you, T.
I don't.
Fuck.
You can look on
I would expect it to be somewhere around there.
I'm just sad that for some reason Wild Arms gets Blue Mages better than the series that invented Blue Mages.
If I could find a copy of the Wild Arms series that's cheap enough, I'd probably pick it up. Because I have had an interest in it. I was either going to get Legend of Dragoon or Wild Arms. My mother only let me pick one. I think we know which game I got.
The original Wild Arms is good. I recommend Ultra Code F as the definitive version.
Everyone recommends that one over. And in the end, it's probably going to come down to which one is the most affordable.
Oh shit, Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition from eBay. Granted, I don't trust eBay much. Sony PlayStation 1, $48.
How much for the original? Not that I think it matters what order you play them in, does it?
Nope.
Why is it that westerns are usually kind of necessary
Because westerns, all they have is 10-gallon hats and firearms.
The only westerns that I've good, bad, and ugly, Dollars and More, but man, give me some of that cowboy Space Cowboys with chance.
I hate their stone gaze attacks.
What's up? Yep. And Ultra Code F is $122.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Are there any places to buy the originals without paying that much?
Wild Arms 1, first Wild.
Just Wild Arms. Just put a minus for each other game. It'll exclude it. I've had to deal with eBay more than I care to say.
I can just Google. Oh, much more. $199.
Is it available digitally anywhere without using the play over the internet version on Sony? I doubt it's on PlayStation 2 Classics for PS3.
Wild Arms 3 is in the PlayStation Store.
Why isn't the rest of the series? For the people who run these things, idiots.
3 is okay though.
Get dead. There we go.
PlayStation Store, Wild Arms. Yeah, it is just the third. What? No.
Pretty stupid, huh?
Why is it just the third? It's on PS4. The third's not bad. It's actually it's genuinely very good before it switched over to the hex method of fighting.
What's the hex method?
So instead of actually turn-based combat, it switched to hex-based, which is you have characters that spin around different hexes and of course can attack across to other hexes, but certain hexes have special effects like enhancing magic of a certain type.
Okay, so basically needlessly complicating the JRPG formula then. Okay.
It's not needlessly complicated, but like, picture it as Fire Emblem Light.
Tactics game, like.
Yeah, like each combat is made up of about 8 quad. You get 8 little hexes.
You know,
You're just watching.
I think in the game, the whole reason that they even allowed them to do that is just so they could say, see, if you use technology, fucked. That's the only reason they did that.
Yeah. See, Wild Arms 3 is $14 Canadian. Should be Canadian.
Well, I guess I could consider it since the PlayStation Store for 3 is it on PS4 or 3?
Hey, how much longer till Xanarkin?
And it's one you can buy outright.
First down the Moonflow to the Guado city of Guadosalam.
That's still.
Then we cross the Thunder Plains.
I don't
to the
trust
Temple of
Sony these
Makalania.
days, so it might be just better to bite the bullet, buy the PS2 version.
And before that,
You mean the
we get to pray at the temple
$100
in
one?
Djose.
Or are you talking about Wild Arms?
We
Wild
can't
Arms
just
3
skip all that,
as well.
can we? Huh?
I have
Because
to pray
I
to
don't
the
trust
faith in every
Sony to leave
temple
those
in order
services
to earn
up.
the final Aeon.
Depending
That's
on
your
how
summoner's
cheap it
training.
is.
She's got to
For eBay,
prepare
a
mind
new
and
sealed
body
Wild
all
Arms
just to
3
get
is
ready for the final
$32.
summoning.
Plus shipping and handling.
Must
Which
be
is
tough,
18.
Yuna.
That's okay. That's
I'll be
that guy's an
fine with
asshole
you
if she's
here.
trying to charge that much for shipping.
Well, I mean, $32.95. It used to be $68.99, which was the list. So it's already shaving off a fair amount.
I swear, people who want to do, who charge like that are disgusting.
Hey.
Me?
Who else?
Oh, I think
What
they're
can I
using
do for you,
Express Mail.
boss?
Express Mail ain't cheap.
Don't tell Yuna. You
An
know about
unsealed
Sin
one
and Jet.
that's not like factory
Hang
new.
on.
You know her. She would distance herself from you. We do not want that.
I see. I think. Yeah, but even if I did say something, no one believed me, you know.
Yuna would.
Ah, you have a point. Come to think of it, did I really have to know about Jekt? What about my feelings?
Better than you finding out at a critical moment, becoming emotional.
What? Me? Emotional?
I heard you were quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid. Maybe even a little now. Just a little.
Hey, I still don't buy your story, you hear?
You were saying? Sorry, there was cutscene.
An unsealed one that is in very good condition on eBay, $15 plus $14 shipping.
Why is it everyone wants to charge that much money for shipping?
I don't know. Here's a more valid question. Why is it the Japanese imports of these games cheap as shit? Like, we're talking Ultra Code
good
F,
to see you and your companions are well.
$6.99. Ships from Japan. Super cheap.
Because nobody here
Meanwhile-
can actually fucking read it. And keep in mind that RPGs were far more popular in Japan, thus sold better, ensuring a greater supply. So you have two things that cause that.
I can't wrap my head around this.
Also, I think Japanese generally tend to be less likely to trash their games.
There's one here that's $10. It's currently going on with bids. 11 hours left in this one. 3 bids at $10.
Like, for games like the Famicom, I have no problem getting Japanese copies because it's not like I need to read any text anyway.
Oh yeah,
Same
Wild
thing for
Arms,
like, same thing for some Super Famicom games.
Yeah.
Like Metroid, I'll pay far less if I just buy a Japanese version, and I can just mod my system easily with a pair of fucking pliers to play it.
Yeah, there's also a chance. There's also a chance that you could just go to a game store and find the games that you're looking for.
Yeah, but actual game stores usually want to charge you about as much as eBay.
No, I mean like secondhand game stores. At least the ones that I've been to, they're actually pretty well. They're fair. Like some guy, like they were selling a Dreamcast. This one, this one I have called Super One Up. They're based out in Hamilton. Highly recommended. They were selling Dreamcast. Guess how much the Dreamcast?
What?
Guess how much the Dreamcast cost?
75.
69.
I guess he figured he might as well go for the funny number.
Well, actually, it was like 65, but they charge fair prices. I got $3 for Rune Factory 2, mainly because I didn't care for Rune Factory 2.
I only ever played the first one.
I couldn't get behind Rune Factory games when I was younger. I just hated them. Really.
Yeah, then you grew up.
Yeah, and then I played Stardew instead.
And you realized, I was bullshit growing up.
No, I realized that I still hated. I realized I still hated Rune Factory 2 because there was absolutely no clear goals to do anything. Rune Factory 3 had goals in it.
Back to cutscene.
Yourselves as well, Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
Of all our chocobos, only this one made it.
We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward.
Little tiny monkey fox thingy. Monkey Phoenix.
Is that the Djose temple?
The Lightning Mushroom Rock. It only opens when a summoner is addressing the faith.
That means another summoner's already in there.
Another summoner?
What if it's Donna?
We have to hurry.
Right. In we go.
See you later, Helios.
Bye-bye. Have a good time.
Yes, I have. I've gotten those chests.
I have a chest too.
Alright. So with that, I think it's time to go ahead and find somebody nice to raid. My hands don't want to play anymore with the controller at least. So, let's go ahead and see where we are going to go ahead. Lepus. Random shit. I'm a derp.
Yes, you are, but I like you regardless.
Rem. Lem. Let's see, who do I want to visit today? I don't know. No, I don't.
Go and visit your mother. She's worried sick about you.
It's rather difficult. She tends to move around a lot.
Let's see, where am I going? Let's see, Furry Watch. See if we have any options here real quick.
Go say hi to your children. They're wondering where their father is.
Epis. Epis.
I need their forager.
Who we got? I really, I really wish there was an option for someone, for some streamers to just not see an ad when trying to check who they want to raid, because it'd make it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
Royal pain in the butt.
I'll give you a pain in the butt.
Oh, you're not supposed to have pain there. Never. No pain in butt.
Threatening to prickle you with his quills, I think.
Alright. So I'm actually on this screen.
Alright. I found somebody new that I think we're going to go ahead and pester. They're playing Albion Online.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it is.
I haven't seen that game in a while. I'm trying to think, unless anyone has any other suggestions. Let's try to keep it to channels that are under 20 people. I'd like to go for a smaller one. Any suggestions?
I don't know. I have nobody. Nobody that I'm following anywhere. There's a bunch of the suggested channels that I could say, but I don't know any of them.
Well, in that case, let's go ahead and go with this one. After all, I see someone I recognize in their chat, so let's go with that. So, let's go ahead. So if anyone wants to see when we go... I spelled it wrong. If anyone wants to see when we go live, there's Twitter. And for our little community, we have Discord. So both ways, you'll be able to see when we go live. Notifications pop up through either. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and pester Connie the Bunny, I think. So, let's see here. Yeah, that's a raid message. Let's go like this. We're gonna go with a silly meme for that. Okay, there's our raid message. Let's go ahead and get this going. Raid. We're gonna go boop a snoot. So, that said, see you all later. I don't have the usual MMO things scheduled for next week, so we'll see what I pull out of my ass for that. I'm not really quite sure yet. It could be the MMOs, but I'm open to other ideas too. So, let's go ahead and raid out. You guys be lovely and safe. Just for now.
I can only promise to do
I'm gonna turn this audio back up. What? Morgans? What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh god. What? It's too early for raids. What the heck?
Back in the box.
God damn.
What are you doing? Hello, everybody. Thank you for the follow.
Put the bunny.
Morgans.
Gosh darn it.
Maru, Opal,
Sharby
Petcho.
farted.
Wait. Opal Petcho.
Put the bunny.
Charmin Ultrasoft. This is more.
Oh my god, this needs to zoom in. How do I?
Oh, I see.
This is gonna be